Today on the show, I am so excited to be joined by Miura-Ko. Anne is the co-founding partner of Floodgate, the seed stage venture firm she launched in 2008 with Mike Maples Jr., original company. Are there certain things you look for to pull out? Is someone a super thinker? Are they a truth seeker? Are they going to ask the right questions when they need to?
Yeah, I actually really like to engage with founders, and this makes it hard when a deal is like super hot.
And sort of these younger adults who maybe haven't experienced culture in another company. How do you teach culture? How can you learn culture when you're trying to build it yourself? And I say that because I think that's something that has been hard for me to see.
That we learned from some of those angel investments was that you just don't know what's going to come of these fast-moving product cycles. Another one that Mike invested into that I saw a little bit more closely was he invested into Justin TV.
Lyft. Mm-hmm. Rumor has it there's like a 10,000x that people talk about. Tell me, how did you first meet the Lyft team? And, if you can share, how big was that return?
So I think you've had Leah Sullivan
of course
on the podcast, but
she's great.
She was the founder, and so it was mostly for, at the time, universities. So if you wanted to carpool to your school, you could do that. If you wanted to find a one-off ride, you could do that as well. And it was live at Stanford. It was live at most of the UCs and a few other colleges. And the plan was actually go out to a few other companies. We're going to approach Hewlett-Packard, Facebook, some of these other companies. And that's how they grew for a little while. But it became very clear that there just wasn't enough density in the activities that they were doing. So over the course of, I think, a couple years, they really expanded their notion of what they wanted to do. And then 2012, they decided this whole platform was not working, did a hackathon, and then came up.
Can you share, how big did it get? How well did it do for your firm?
Yeah, it was, so you're always looking for a multiple fund returner, and that was definitely a multiple fund returner. So we got in at a $5 million valuation, and we sold a little bit along the way, actually at a price that is even higher than it is today. So we were able to get a good chunk out at that point, and then at the IPO as well.